Hello everyone. The top of my tractor exhaust got caught up in a low-hanging tree branch, and that bent it back far enough to partially break the rusty old pipe away from the flange on the exhaust manifold. It was a simple job, but there was a minor complication toward the end. But let's get it done. Hopefully these will come out without breaking, because I really don't want to have to replace them. Oops, wrong place on that one. I'm also going to hit them on this U-bolt exhaust clamp here. These are 1/2 inch. I'm using a 6-point 1/2 inch drive impact socket. And I'm going to have to put some heat on these. I don't want to break this U-bolt. I don't think I have another one that size. You can see the nut and bolt end start to glow red. That's when you know it's hot enough. Propane is enough to get these little exhaust nuts and bolts cherry red. Like I just did with this. Get the other one. When I'm doing something that needs more heat, I use an oxyacetylene torch, but my propane torch is usually all that's needed for exhaust pipe work. That's glowing red. Alright, I'll just let that cool off naturally. I don't know if it's cool yet, and I'm not going to take any chances. I'll lay it down here in the bucket. Well, I got lucky on this at least. This looks like it's going to just pull right out of there. Good. It's warm, but not hot. These are 1/2 inch bolt heads. I can't get my impact in here, there's not enough space for it. So Hopefully they'll come loose with just a breaker bar. Oh yeah. Nice to know that one's not frozen. Either is that. Did you notice how I'm working it back and forth a little? That helps to clear the rusty threads a bit, making it easier to unscrew the bolt from the rusty exhaust flange. Three out of 4 came loose with no trouble. Next. Great, 4 for 4. None of them are stuck. It's possible someone had put some never sees on that. The threads in the center there aren't rusted. Let's see, am I going to be able to grab this thing now? It's cooled off enough? Yes. Hardly any rust on that one. I'm going to use a flex adapter on here. The gasket's in good shape. Too bad it stayed on here and not on the manifold. Just going to clean off this mating surface on the manifold. It's kind of a flange here. I'm using a brass wire brush. Nothing too aggressive. This is actually clean and smooth. I wire brushed off the surface of this gasket too. It's actually in pretty darn good condition, so I'm going to reuse it clearly because I don't have another one. For one thing. Seems like someone cut those bolts because they don't have a good lead-in screw. They don't have good lead-in threads. And since this is only 1/2 inch, I'm going to get a 3/8 ratchet There's a problem here. Alright, so these bolts are, when they get almost all the way in, they get really tight and they don't tighten all the way down. Part of that problem is because this flange on this new exhaust is about half as thick as the original. So I might have to put some washers under these bolts. So while I'm at it, I'm going to put some never sees on these bolts. Okay, it's on there. Got some never sees on the pipe. It'll burn off, I'm sure, but might as well help it stop smoking sooner. Let's just see what this sounds like before I work on the exhaust pipe. Sounds a little sporty. A little too loud for my taste for working. So this pipe might help it, but they happen to be the exact same size. It's funny, this pipe fit over the output of the muffler on the old one, but on this one they're the exact same size. So I can either weld this, which I'm not going to bother to do today, or get a connector to join them together. So it's off to the auto parts store for a connector. Okay, so this is an 1.5" ID connector, which means that's an 1.5" pipe. And this is an 1.5", but the end of it was distorted by that previous exhaust clamp. It was bent, so it was kind of belling out. So I ended up grinding the end here to get it to fit. And I put 3 marks on it, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2 inches. I just want to know how far I have it down in there. Oh, great, it's 2 inches. 1.5 exhaust clamps. This is going to work out great. Okay, she's tight. Okay, let's do a sound check on this now. Not bad. I guess it's better than having a broken pipe. It's still a little loud. We'll have to see how it sounds at higher RPM. Okay. Well, I've got mowing to do, so that's going to have to work. I'm thinking a glass-backed exhaust tip might be helpful. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.